I did the whole like identity.gov thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe this will like maybe my credit score will go up by like 200 points or something. And it didn't really. It really like it only affected like my ability to get a new bank account. Like I'm gonna have to wait like a few years if I want to get a new bank account.
Caitlin went to Bank of America and they were like, you opened an account in California, and the occupation was like arms dealer. And and Caitlin was like, I wonder what they opened it for, because I was like, probably to buy a gun.
To buy a gun. Yeah. To buy and furnish other people with guns.
Is that we get pulled into like a whole scenario? John, you ever stolen anyone's identity?
Today, yeah. on a Sunday, of course I am.
on the Lord's Day, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to do it when someone's at church,
Yeah, of course. I'm breaking in their cars. They're like, oh, let's go through these. Ooh, some coupons. Ooh,
I like that. That's how you steal an identity. Is you steal all the coupons out of somebody's car.
Start with the CDs, then go to the coupons. And I'm not talking about the music ones.
God has gone on vacation. God's been gone for so long. God has gone on vacation. Will he be coming back? 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 God been in.
All right, welcome to the Big Hollywood Table Read. This is a podcast where our friends come by and cold read comedy sketches they have never seen before. It's very brave and very foolish of them. With me, as always, my co-host Caitlin. Caitlin, say hi.
Hello.
And John Farrell, Hollywood executive. How you doing, John?
I'm beautiful.
You're feeling beautiful. You're being beautiful.
Yeah. I got a lot of work done yesterday.
Stealing identities and getting facelifts.
Oh, yeah.
And with us for the first time is Zach Stewart. Zach, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing the show.
Of course.
How you doing, man?
I'm great. I've never stolen identity. I got my identity stolen once.
Really?
Well, they stole I used like a credit card or my debit card like in a gas station, and they took it.
Oh.
And they had the thing where they like check all the charges, and I did all the ones they didn't. And I was like, and I definitely didn't eat this late night McDonald's. Like, that wasn't take that $34 worth of McNuggets off of there.
McDonald's fraudster Zach Stewart has joined us on the podcast. That's his crime. Monica Carroll, how you doing? Welcome back.
Hi, I'm good. Thanks so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Thanks for coming back. Sorry about your troubles with your identity being stolen.
It's okay.
But I mean,
can't blame them.
Yeah, it's true. It's a really desirable situation to be in. To be Monica Carroll.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. We had a pretty good weekend. We went and saw Steven Rogers at Hideout Comedy, which was incredible. He's
really, really fun.
So funny. And then equally fun was the next day we went candlepin bowling with Steven Rogers.
I saw that. I couldn't believe that they went candlepin bowling and no one asked to borrow my balls or anything.
You have?
You have your own?
I have my own set of balls. Yeah.
Remember,
Wow.
it's her
grandmother.
grandmother's, and then she had to clarify that the grandmother is dead.
She's
That's
dead.
right. That's right.
I didn't take her balls while she's living.
She bequeathed them to you?
No, well, she didn't bequeath them to anyone. My aunt just had them in her basement for the past 20 years, and I was like, "Can I have them?" She said, "Yeah." She cleaned them off, dusted them for me, and then she let me know that sometimes old bowling balls break, and if they do, she won't be mad. I was like, bitch, why would you be mad? You're not even using them, and I have just as much right to them as she does.
That's like a wives' tale. It's like sometimes old bowling balls break.
Yeah, and it's okay. So your grandmother didn't have like a list of what goes to who?
No, she was like a hoarder. Although she was like a big bowler, like that was like her thing. So she was using it all the time, but she just had so much stuff that my aunt and uncle and mom had to go through.
My Nana has a whole list, and she talks about it like when we come over, and it kind of makes us uncomfortable. But I'm also like, those University of Louisville vintage chairs, I want those. Can you put me down?
But
I was like, can you put me down for those? Because those are
now.
nice.
Yeah, because that's how my mom is. She's like always trying to like figure out who's gonna get what. When she's very healthy, early 60s, and but I think she really didn't like how it was with her mom. Like nobody knew what anyone had. There was like a little bit of like resentments potentially. She doesn't want that.
Do you think your grandmother was a hoarder, or was she a pack rat? Was she just, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a difference. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. She did have piles of like Reader's Digest books.
Yeah.
Like the Reader's Digest version of books, like book reading for dummies.
Yep.
That's the line.
Yeah, like piles of stuff is the thing, but it was all in the basement.
Yeah, periodicals and stuff. Like
Yeah.
my grandmother just like downsized or whatever. She's 89, and she's a pack rat, I think, because it's like Depression era behavior. It's less like Reader's Digest, and it's more the plastic scoop that comes with a coffee can. she had 700 of them because she was like, well, what if you need one? And it's like,
Right.
Ma, why would we need 700?
Right. You
Yeah.
maybe 2.
Ever for your whole life.
Yeah, exactly. They don't go away.
I come from a family of pack rats, and I feel like the line is like the cleanliness. Like when the pack ratting per se
Right.
gets to the point where there's not room for humans in the living room, when there's like animals that have died in the house, I feel like that's the hoarding level.
Yeah,
you know?
dead animals is a
Yeah.
giveaway.
I don't think they're dead animals. There was like cat feces everywhere.
That's hoarder. Yeah,
That's
that's
hoarder.
when
That's
when the
yeah.
TLC
It's
network
like you
shows
can't
up and
see
they
it, you
start
can't
like banging
find
on the
it.
door.
Right, yeah.
That's the problem.
We need to film you.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
she still took care of the litter box, but there would just be like other stuff. Other
yeah,
places.
it's like when there's so much stuff that you can't properly clean. That's hoarding. My granddad has like an entire barn of stuff that he used to go to like estate sales and just buy random shit, and he has an entire barn of stuff, and like all of us are like, what are we gonna do when he dies? We're gonna have to go through all that stuff, and I've like straight up said, I don't want any money if I don't have to do anything.
No, that's so perfect. That's so perfect.
Just cashing out of it. Just burn the barn down.
Well,
Like,
whatever-
make a party
Insurance
out of it.
money. Yeah.
John and I were immediately in the same place.
Whatever money I would get would just be like the wage to clean it out. Really, you
Totally.
know, like
Yeah. Well, your grandparents are in insurance, so they'd be good for.
this is the other granddad.
Well, that's the other set can do the insurance fraud.
Okay.
All right, let's do a sketch. I'm sorry. I'm trying to tear Caitlin's family apart in the weirdest way. I'm like, have Tom defraud. All right. Okay. So we're all in sketch 1, Godzilla town meeting. Does that sound correct to us?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So Monica, you are mayor. Zach, you be townsperson 1. John, you be townsperson 2. And Caitlin, you be townsperson 3. I'll narrate as always. Remember, these are cold reads. People have not seen these sketches before. And we encourage our actors, but not require. Make choices. Have fun. Make the character your own. And if you do a bad job, John will fire you. This is cinema. There are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and Godzilla attacking your coastal city. The third thing is what brings about this town meeting, where the mayor is trying to convince the townspeople to do something.
Listen, we need to rally together, or this giant monster will knock over our skyscrapers. And then what happens to our food truck community?
Yeah, this lady's making a lot of sense.
Hang on, I want to hear from these food trucks themselves.
You mean the owners?
No, I want to hear from a working class truck.
The room breaks into rabble as people break down the class politics of motor vehicles.
Everyone, please. There's a giant radioactive dino currently headed here.
I heard he's not even good at walking.
Mrs.
Troublemeyer.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Sorry. Mrs. Troublemeyer, for the last time, he walks fine.
I think it seems awkward.
You moron. He's got radioactive breath, like in a commercial about bad teeth, but everyone dies, you fucking idiot.
Hey, now, there's no time for personal attacks.
Yeah, my breath is fine.
You're not a giant fucking lizard trying to kill everyone in the city.
Well, that's nice to say. Well, that's nice of you to say, Don.
Not the point. Can we bring this meeting to order?
Lacking a gavel, Mayor bangs her hand really hard on the dog that's barking.
Oh.
No. Beau, shut up. Lacking a gavel, Mayor bangs her hand really hard on the podium while everyone rabbles until townsperson 3, a very tall green dinosaur-style guy wearing a trench coat, pulled-down Panama hat, tie-dye green shirt, and obviously fake mustache, stands to speak.
I think Godzilla seems cool, and we should give him some money.
Huge grumbling from everyone. Major dissent.
And what would that monster do with our money?
I mean, if you characterize him as a monster, aren't you deciding what he's gonna do?
The tall green townsperson makes a great point.
I agree. We should welcome Godzilla with open arms and then get him physical therapy because the whole stride is just totally fucked.
Okay, your complaint about how Godzilla walks is registered.
Why? What is your problem with Godzilla's stride?
He's all wobbly and he's got those big thighs.
Yeah, we think his tiny head and shoulders make him wobble.
Everyone, the main problem is how he's destroying our coastal city.
Maybe he has balance issues because of all the pollution.
The room explodes. Everyone is very sensitive about environmental issues since the city started doing single-stream recycling.
I thought nuclear waste made his balance good.
Yeah, that's why they dump him in Lizard Harbor. Me and my ex-wife took a guided ferry there once.
Oh, how was that?
Affordable and fun.
all of that nuclear waste is really bad for Godzilla, and it messes up his sinuses and his knees, and there's no doctors at the bottom of the ocean. None that take Godzilla's HMO.
Order. Everyone, I demand we bring some order to this meeting. Now, to the tall green man in the Panama hat, has Godzilla considered any other health insurance providers?
Godzilla finds the state's health connector website to be daunting and buggy, even on his massive radioactive computer.
I hear that.
The townspeople break into confused cheers.
This guy's making a lot of sense, and he's 70 feet tall.
Holy shit, I just noticed that somehow. Do you play basketball?
Can I have some money?
All in favor of making this 70-foot tall green guy our new mayor and to giving him all of our money, say aye.
Aye.
And that's how Godzilla became the mayor of coastal town USA in the Tokyo prefecture of Japan. But it turns out their health plan was dog shit as well, so he continued to have back problems. Fiend, scene. That's
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's got it all. It's fixation with height, sort of cryptid character.
I was gonna go like pterodactyl at first, but I don't think I didn't have.
How
the
does a
register.
pterodactyl talk?
Like, I was gonna do like a pterodactyl like screech, like, but
yeah.
I don't have the register for it, so I just went.
I was also going to
grumbly.
do old-fashioned news reporter, like, oh, you see here. And I bailed after one syllable.
Yeah, that's the problem with these is you see 6 pages and you're like, at the beginning, you're like, I'm going to be like Tom Waits. And you're like, this was a terrible
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I assumed a town person was a man, but I was like, it's me. And then it was like, Mrs. Whatever. And I was like, oh, should I like change my
The doctor is a woman.
Yeah, I was like, is this my Amelia Perez moment? Like,
That's the thing. Your choices can be just suddenly becoming British halfway through a sketch, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, don't be afraid to be Al Pacino. No, it's a rule here.
or do an Al Pacino that's like so Nixon-like, it's both. You know? And then you're John
wheelhouse.
Farrell. Did you guys see Godzilla -1?
no.
Wow. Well, fuck him then.
He does have a really weird, stupid-looking walk.
Yeah, Caitlin
Like,
was talking about it the
That
entire
was,
time.
I could not like I could not think about it during the movie because I'm like, he looks like, I know he's massive, but he looks so not intimidating because of his walk. Like,
I think it's the tiny head. I think the tiny head makes
And
him
the tiny
seem
arms.
fundamentally unserious.
So they just make him like a T-Rex?
I mean, Godzilla's always kind of had this like tapering off at the top kind of thing going on,
yeah,
you know?
but he walks as just like he walks as if he's an actual toy.
Which is like, here's the thing though, if there a Godzilla, this is a bad problem in our relationship. If a
Oh, yeah, this is a
Godzilla
big argument
style,
that we
this
had.
is a real problem. If a Godzilla style event breaks out and there's like a Godzilla in Rosendale, Caitlin wants to try to flee with Beau. And I'm like, no, we go to the basement and we ride it out. She's gonna run out into the city with a yapping dog.
I'm carrying him. Like,
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, it would be.
Caitlin. And you said she. I was like, Godzilla's a woman too. Like, I'm so.
oh yeah, it's just like God, you know. Like, but Godzilla is really slow. So I think that even on foot, we could run quickly enough to a space where he wouldn't. Like, if I just ran, like if he's looking this way and I could just run behind him. Where all the you know what I mean? I think I could get there fast enough to be okay.
And I think now that all like the fighter pilots are going to be white men, I think they'll get them wicked quick.
Right. They got, they're all 6'2", so that'll help.
But if we go in the basement and he hits our house, like we're done for.
That's true.
So here's the thing, is that I sort of agree with your I think it's very rational, everything you're saying, besides for the addition of like the dog that was barking during the sketch.
Yeah, but
Godzilla would stop what he is doing to kill that dog.
But what if you have like a vat of peanut butter that'll keep him busy?
see, yeah, treats.
A huge Kong.
That's what you.
Yeah,
You just need a
it'll
big
literally
piece.
be like the no speaking movie when they're running away with that cat.
Flo?
No, what is that?
Yeah,
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place. Yeah, the like fifth one.
The no speaking movie.
Charlie Chaplin.
Kayla was actually just watching Godzilla on mute, and she was like, "What a choice!" Like,
Can Godzilla hear?
what's that?
Can Godzilla hear? I don't really know much about lizards. Like, they don't have ears, right?
He's got like
That's
an
a
intern,
great
I think.
question.
You
Yeah,
know-
would he even hear? Like, there's also Beau's
That's a
not
really
gonna
good
be the
question.
only. It's not like I'm gonna go out into silence and it's just Beau barking. Like,
That's
it's
true.
everyone's gonna be screaming. There's gonna be like noises of every step he's making a giant noise.
Yeah.
I also, this is illuminating for me because I just realized I don't know how well Godzilla can hear because I know that Godzilla doesn't listen. You know, like the thing is that when is he doing anything other than just like rampaging? He's not.
Yeah.
He's not yes-anding. Like he's not. He's not listening to the world around him and reacting. Right?
No.
True.
Have you guys prepared for a King
focused.
Kong situation also?
That's more difficult for
King
sure.
Kong is benevolent though. Like, and he doesn't have radioactive breath.
Wait, was he
Benevolent.
benevolent? Didn't he steal a lady?
No, he was somehow.
What was she wearing?
They go to great pains to somehow make the guys he's with bad enough for it to be. I thought King Kong was sympathetic, right? No.
I mean, he's taken from his home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around this, it's like an allegory for like animal abuse.
Yeah, and I don't think he cares about the lives he takes in the way. And you know what I mean?
I just think he's like a confused ape. You know, like Godzilla's malicious.
I think that he'll take what's happening over there.
Oh, when he was like, it's like an allegory for animal abuse. Like, as if he's the smartest person on the planet.
I'm just like, it's a confused ape. I mean, like,
I'm just saying, like, if King Kong's mad, even if he has the right to be mad, he's still gonna take us out.
okay, yeah, but
You know.
I'm here defending him so I can play him this podcast, and he'll just be like, man, this
Then
guy.
we're good.
Yeah.
Let's do another sketch. Let's do sketch number 2. I'm sucking up to King Kong. Okay, cool. This is a golf date. We're going to have Zach, you play woman. Monica, you play man. And John, you will be waiter. Love is the bank of life, and dating is the dollars that makes banking strong. Hard currency. 2 people are on a date at a newly opened gastropub with light bites and high stakes.
It's so cool to go on a date with a professional golfer.
Small correction. Retired professional golfer.
Well, congrats on retiring so young. What do you do now?
I'm still involved in the game of teas. Now I'm a professional caddy.
What course do you work at?
I'm actually in between courses right now. We had some layoffs.
Did your course start using golf carts? I heard carts are hurting the caddy industry.
Friggin' wish I lost my job to a golf cart. I lost it to a llama.
Is that a new form of technology?
No, it's an animal that's too rude for the farm.
That's awful.
Llamas got a good union and they don't forgive.
I can't believe your golf course would do that to you.
They even made me walk the llama all 18 holes. I showed this guy the ropes, and even though he's taking my goddamn job and also he's chewing on the ropes.
Let me guess, they also cut your pay.
No, they actually paid me more. I didn't even have to carry the bags.
At least you got to walk with the llama. The only thing keeping me company at work is a goldfish.
Waiter brings over appetizers for the 2 lovers-to-be.
Oil, sir?
Absolutely not. That's how they fucking get you.
Excuse me, sir?
Man is extra shitty and condescending in his response, pointing, overpronouncing, etc.
Sorry. Pardon. That's how they get you. Get me?
Very well, sir.
Man gets back to yelling into the face of the woman.
You don't want to hang out with a llama. Trust me. It would eat all your food and not pay for it.
They're always hungry, and they couldn't even pay for it if they wanted to.
That's where you're wrong. The llamas I know are frickin' loaded.
What?
With money. They're rich.
How?
I don't know, but it's not golf tips.
Could it be tax fraud?
No, they're really organized.
How organized could they be?
They got a lot of filing cabinets.
Let's just split the check. I gotta get out of here.
Why should I pay? I lost my job to an animal that subsequently bit me.
That's unfair, but this date is horrible.
Fine, have it your way, but I'm going to have to borrow your debit card.
You can't have my debit card.
I said borrow. You have the listening skills of an ape.
Did an ape also take your job?
No, he fired me. Our general manager is an orangutan.
Waiter floats back to the table. His eyebrows are doing all kinds of weird things.
Anything else, sir?
We'll take the check.
An orangutan runs your golf course?
3 golf courses. But he had the job because he has an English accent and it makes everyone think he's smart.
Orangutans have English accents?
The ones from England do.
Sir, if you could keep it down.
Man does a flying kick directly into Waiter's chest, partially because he's afraid of his card getting declined, but mostly because he has a coke problem. He's bailed out and dismissed on all charges because he's a 6'4" man named Tucker. The end. Scene. Fiend. Everyone's tall. Everyone gets away with it.
Ugh, the best.
I hate golf. You guys golf?
No, I took one golf lesson when I was a kid. It didn't go well. So Yeah.
Are you good at other sports?
Yeah. Yeah. I played.
No follow-up questions.
Yes. I played Division III women's lacrosse in college.
Okay.
Nice.
And I was the captain of my high school swim team.
Okay, so you're way into
Wow.
sports. Golf is like
Yeah,
a
I'm sporty.
weird. Golf is a crazy game. That makes
Yeah,
sense. That you just
sporty.
be like, I know her, Spice Girl.
It's so true.
No, I get mad at golf because I love tennis, and every time I see a golf course, I'm just like, this could be so many tennis courts. Like,
It is too much space.
Not houses.
no. People can live on the tennis court.
It's
There's like a bubble. You know?
I keep trying to do a bit about how the country club I went to growing up, the golf course you just had to play through twice to play 18 holes. It was like a 9-hole golf course, and it doesn't. I can't get it to work at all. But I do think it's just like not all golf courses are like not all country clubs are nice. You know.
Oh, yeah,
that's
sure.
like the
Yeah.
sustainable version.
Yeah, but they weren't doing it for that reason. They were doing it because they're poor.
Oh, okay.
You know, they couldn't afford enough land to have the sprawl necessary.
When I was installing fence, I worked with like true dirtbag golf guys who like had 3 clubs and they'd bring their own liquor.
Yeah.
And like there was one guy I worked with who sucked, and he Tom Delph, and he was on one time, I swear to God, we were smoking weed in the truck, and he's just like, the golf course in Rehoboth. You can bring booze, you can smoke weed, they don't care. Like, we bring moonshine. And I was like, these are your golf tips. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
You can kill your enemies.
yeah.
See, this all would make me respect golf more. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
It
if
gives
it
it an appeal.
If it was more like cornhole, where people are not taking it so seriously
Yeah.
and getting plastered as they do it,
Well,
I would respect it more.
That is a lot of it, especially like business stuff. Like every time I go to like a golf, tournament that they do for like, you know, fundraising, and it's all just like networking and stuff. Everyone sucks, and they're all just like drinking all day long.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing. It's not like, it's not hoity-toity.
The
really.
Masters is like a blackout session for everybody. It's like you see the crowds on TV. You're like, you are fucking wasted.
Yeah, they do a charity. My dad passed away when I was in high school, and they do like a charity golf tournament for him,
Right.
Through the American Legion, and they get hammered every year.
Do you think they didn't early on, and that as the years went by, they were like, he'd want me to have
No, they were like
17
from the
beers.
beginning. They were like, let's black out for Timmy.
This is for Timmy.
Yeah.
Timmy would want this for us.
But there was one. I remember one year there was a bachelor party that came, and there's like the beer cart girl, and then his best friend hated golf, so he just drives around with like Bloody Marys and like a Gatorade. Like,
You love something.
Yeah. And so he just like hands out Bloody Marys to people, and there
Aw.
was like the bachelor party. There's like, I have to watch a hole in one, and it's like at the top of this big hill. And I watched the bachelor party turn their golf cart, and they just flipped the car
Nice.
down the hill.
Oh my God.
And they were like
I
they were
smell
all
some new
cut up.
memorial tournaments.
Yeah.
Fill that calendar.
There's like the Timmy Stewart Memorial Golf Tournament, and like the people we lost at the Timmy Stewart Memorial Golf Tournament.
Memorial.
Golf.
That is like, that's like that's the Irish version of like the Jewish people having a million holidays. It's just like, I have all these charity golf tournaments. Alcohol-induced disaster. All right, let's do another sketch. Also, we need to write a sketch where a golf cart does like the barrel roll. That's a really good visual. Okay, we got a big stick up here. All right, some tough guys. Let's have tough guys. Caitlin, tough guy 1. John, you're tough guy 2. Zach, you're robber 1. And Monica, you're robber 2.
Oh, yeah.
We're at an underground poker game. A bunch of tough guys playing high stakes. A lot of cash in the pot. Jewelry, watches, and tons of poker chips across the table.
Hey, Rich Fee, how do you pay for that watch?
Oh, Goomba guy, you know, how's a friggin' wife is about the kind of thing. All right, let's do it again. Oh,
I mean, you
it's
read
not
it.
a bad character choice.
You also read it fine. It's just that like the words are crazy.
Yes, no, you did. Now I'm looking over. That is what it says.
Sketch number 3 is when everyone got mad.
all right,
I'll just go.
all right.
Things are actually difficult with my wife right now.
Well, my guy, that kind of thing don't even occur to me. How you doing? Are you both in counseling?
We're separated, but doing a session every 2 weeks.
That's a healthy Candace RV.
What?
It's Cadence.
Cadence
That
fuck.
you did not say one word right. That
Yep.
Just like a real soprano.
was crazy.
Jeez Louise.
You got that and a right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's some of the words. That's,
All right, take it again, John. Just that one line.
that's a healthy Cadence RV.
2 robbers wearing the requisite black hoodies and nylon panty masks kick through the door with shotguns.
All right, everybody, put your fucking hands up.
Gay robbers, yeah.
Queen.
Up.
Hands.
Robber 1 throws the other a burlap sack and keeps sweeping the room with his weapon.
You guys are robbing the wrong game.
Robber 2 leans in the middle of the poker table. He's rooting through the watches, cash, and stuffing handfuls of poker chips into the bag.
Don't you fucking move.
Robber 2 continues scooping chips off the table as Tough Guy looks pissed.
Chips, come on, get your fucking chips.
There's too many fucking watches in the way.
You guys looking for chips?
Robber 1 shoves a gun in that guy's face.
I want the code to the safe, and don't tell me it's empty.
I promise it's only cash.
Bullshit. Everyone keep their high roller chips in the safe.
These all the chips? I feel like I'm robbing my nephew's Go Fish game.
Look, we're low on chips right now, right?
Yeah, we're a little liquid right now. Apologies.
Robber 1 smashes the face of Tough Guy 2.
Open the safe.
I was going to do that anyway.
Yeah, way to waste your freaking energy. That looks exhausting.
That don't mean shit to us, scumbags. He's been practicing really good sleep hygiene.
That's right. I've been going scream-free after 7 p.m., and my wife, oops. got
Quotes around wife.
me a white noise machine for my birthday.
Yeah, that's a really thoughtful gift.
Yeah, his change in energy and temperament has been nothing short of remarkable.
Tough Guy 1, bleeding profusely, opens the safe, only to find stacks of envelopes and bricks of cocaine. Robber 1 steps back with a brick labeled cocaine and sticks his gun in Tough Guy 1's face.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Sit back down.
Sitting down, our mob boss is rudely handed a pen and paper.
You're going to write a fucking promissory note to us to send more chips.
A promissory what?
A fucking IOU. An IOU.
We want real poker chips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ones with stripes and sparkles and shit.
And not...
Sorry.
and not of the mid of the century neoclassical bullshit. Nothing too minimal.
Yeah, there's got to be a logo.
Yeah, a good logo, and they got to stack nice.
Look, we all know the poker chips gotta stack nice.
All the guys in the room nod and murmur in agreement.
And none of this bullshit.
Robber 2 waves the brick of coke around, as well as several government bonds and priceless artifacts before throwing them in the trash.
Write the note.
All right, Jesus Christ, point that thing away from me.
As Tough Guy 2 writes the note, he says what he's reading out loud. It's pretty awkward because Robber 1 has a gun to his head.
I owe you more poker chips, really good ones, where the gold flakes haven't even fallen off yet.
And they got to stack nice.
Okay, 1 second.
Is anyone here a notary public?
Actually, I am. It's a surprisingly useful skill in day-to-day scenarios.
Tough Guy 1 notarizes the promissory note, and everyone relaxes over a pot of coffee, chatting about their favorite gambling accessories. The end, fiend, scene, we survived.
Jeez Louise.
It was a rocky start, and then it was a rocky middle, and then the end was pretty rocky too.
And then we found out one of the characters were in the closet.
Yeah.
Well, I was excited when they were gay because I was like, they're gonna start talking about the fancy chips. I was like, these guys aren't
I think it
kinda
worked
gay.
out so
Like,
well.
yeah. We're talking about sleep hygiene. I was like, I guess the joke is that these guys are gay. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, my wife, actually.
No, that was amazing. That was truly like if like Paul Rubens showed up in The Sopranos or something. They're just at the Bing and he's like, hello.
Any opinions about the Oscars this past week?
I didn't watch.
I did. Me and my boyfriend have tried to watch like all the Oscar movies the past couple years.
Mm-hmm.
I found Amelia Perez. I mean, it's awful. It's a shitty movie.
Yeah.
They didn't thank trans people once, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's a movie about trans people. And I was like, but also they won Best Original Song, and the singer was like, the person who wrote it just started singing at the end of their Oscar speech like a crazy
Super
person.
cringy, yeah.
And I think it made it worth it because that was so hilarious. She's
Yeah.
just like, Amelia Perez. And I was like, this is embarrassing. It's like
I
natural
mean,
television.
it's pretty extraordinary to be an especially annoying theater kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the bar is so high for like being considered annoying as a theater person or whatever.
You know she sings the Ratatouille theme song?
I heard that.
Yeah, that's her.
She should have won an Oscar for that, and then I think she wouldn't have been hungry for this.
Yeah. There's a timeline where like she won an Oscar for that and Trump's not president.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Harambe's still here.
Harambe's actually the president in this reality.
Did you have any thoughts or opinions?
I loved that Sean Baker and Honora won a lot of awards. I feel like it was validate. I like it for me. It's almost like he was winning those for Tangerine.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
because
Like,
that was phenomenal.
yeah.
That was a great movie.
I was telling Tom, like, if Tangerine had been his fourth movie or whatever, if he had put that out this year, it would have won all the same awards and maybe more. And also, we probably wouldn't have had the Amelia Perez thing because, like, Amelia Perez, I think, was just like the Academy being like, see, we're so diverse. We care about trans people and people of color. But if we had Tangerine this year, no one would have given a shit about Amelia Perez.
Yeah,
True.
I think that should. Because I'm like, I could talk about Amelia Perez because it makes me so mad because they're also like, it's like a French guy wrote it. And he's like, Mexico, the corruption and the cartels. And like,
Isn't she like a cartel boss or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
But
Tight,
also
tight,
like
tight.
the plot is basically like a serious Mrs. Doubtfire, which like also is like undermining the trans experience. But then
This is how John finds out that Mrs. Doubtfire was a comedy.
What?
But yeah, the alternate timeline, she wins Ratatouille. Tangerine came out this year. And then I think if that happened, then Mickey wouldn't win Best Actress. Then it would probably go to Demi.
Oh, interesting. I guess I didn't really mind that it went to Mickey.
I didn't care.
But
I thought she did a great job.
Yeah. Like, well, I didn't see the movie, honestly, but I don't know. I guess I wouldn't have not. Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't matter either
Yeah.
way. As long as it wasn't Amelia
Yes,
Perez.
exactly.
I had this idea, slight programming changes here. I think that they should have the Oscars as the Super Bowl halftime show and just have it all be one thing and have the Oscars be like an hour and just speed run all the. All right, everyone's mad at me. Let's do another sketch.
Furious.
Blank looks all around. It didn't work. Let's do emergency call number 4. Okay, let's see. Let's have Monica, you be operator, Caitlin, you be caller, and Zach, you are dispatch.
Sorry. I'm which one?
You are caller.
Okay.
911, a phone number that needs no introduction unless you're in an office and have to dial for an outside line. Then you have to dial 9911. An operator is working the day shift, taking another call from a citizen in need.
911. Where are you and what's your emergency?
Caller is flustered, panicked, and slightly out of breath.
You gotta help me. Sorry.
Take it again.
You gotta help me.
Okay, ma'am. It's all right. I'm here. Okay, ma'am. It's all right. I'm here. I need you to tell me where you are.
Bryant Park, the part over by the basketball court.
All right. And what's your emergency?
I'm falling down the hill where the basketball court is.
You're falling right now?
Well, I was on my way to pharmacy school when I got stuck in the porta potty, and now it's falling.
I'm sorry, you're in a porta potty?
Yeah, I'm also confused. Yes, one of those little plastic houses, but it's actually a toilet.
I understand what those are, ma'am.
The handle was stuck after I pissed, and I couldn't get out. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. Uh-huh.
So I started shaking it around a lot, throwing my weight against the wall, screaming, crying, all that kind of thing. And now the whole thing tumbled down a very steep hill with me inside.
And you're falling right now?
That's correct, since before I called you.
You're still falling.
Yeah, it's like the movie Gravity.
The one with Sandra Bullock?
Yes, the critical and commercial hit Gravity. This is like that, but much less sanitary.
Got it. Can you describe the porta potty?
It's a little plastic house with a steepled roof. It's light green, and the logo says Throne King.
Oh, Throne King. That's kind of clever.
Yeah, but I feel like King is both repeating and stepping on the throne pun.
That's a good point. A throne is what every king sits on.
Right? Like, is this guy the king of chairs, giving other kings their thrones?
Doesn't sound very royal to me. I'm dispatching someone now. Please hold.
Hurry! I'm covered in that disgusting blue goo stuff.
Operator, totally freaked out, switches phone lines to call local dispatch.
Dispatch, this is Central. Someone is in distress in Brighton Park, south entrance.
Dispatch is a total robot-type cop voice.
Copy that. What's the nature of the distress?
They're in a porta potty currently falling down the hill.
The portable toilet of construction sites in Little League baseball games.
Sorry. Yes, the little plastic house. She's in some kind of perpetual fall.
Got it. Patch me through.
Operator desperately switches lines.
Okay, we're back. Are you still there?
Yeah, still falling. And can you guys hurry up? I'm going to be late for pharmacy school.
Hi, this is Dispatch. How the fuck are you still falling down the hill?
It's similar to the hit movie Gravity.
Can confirm it's a total gravity situation.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
People fall down way bigger hills all the time. This is normal.
All right, can I ask about the blue stuff in the bowl?
I am completely covered in that goo, head to toe in this stuff.
Copy that. Hold while I call an HVAC crew and the local news.
The local news?
All due respect, ma'am. This is going to lead to the 11 p.m. broadcast. Local woman covered in blue goo. This is going to be crazy.
Oh, this is going to ruin my chances of becoming a pharmacist.
Lady, you're about to be on the local news. You're about to be local news famous. You got to think bigger.
Operator is annoyed by this and starts defending caller.
Hey, she shouldn't have to become locally famous and ruin her chances to have a job at Walgreens.
Oh, yeah? If you're so smart, how are we going to make money on this?
Is this how 911 works?
It is now.
Know what, you scumbags? I'm cutting you off.
Operator bravely hangs up on everyone and takes her lunch break. She's having personal problems at home and is totally sick of this porta potty bullshit. The end, fiend scene. We got through it.
That was fun.
We seemed resistant and then we got into it. I felt everyone pushing back against this on the first page. I was like, no. It's like, you guys have seen Gravity, right? It's all right.
That would be scary.
Yeah, to be endlessly tumbling down a perpetual hill.
Gravity gave me so much anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted her to get to that fucking beach.
Yeah, gravity's stressful. The porta potty thing is stressful, but we got porta potty sketch. That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I like to take pictures of porta potties and I just make Caitlin stand in front of them and like just be like, say cheese to the porta potty. Caitlin gets mad.
I've never seen Gravity, but I know there's a beach involved, and I like it just imagining it.
How did you know about the beach? Was it just because Caitlin said it?
Yeah, I know about it. Yeah, so now I know that they're trying to get the beach in outer space.
That's no.
Well, I thought I was close.
It's just no. Truly, the movie is entirely her crashing. It's like 2 hours of her crashing and eventually getting to Earth.
Yeah, it's just kind of just hurtling through space. It's a pretty good. I like anything about people going insane in space, but I kind of like Gravity's part of a genre where it's almost like they're not going insane and that's heroic. And I'm not into that. Like The Martian, like the stuff that's like, oh, we're so competent.
Right.
I'm like, but then
she
like
does see her dead friend though. Which
she
is
does.
George
Yeah.
Clooney? Who is that friend? It's George Clooney, right?
Yeah, or one of the Sam Rockwells from Moon crossed over. I don't really remember.
Okay.
I just like movies about people going insane in space, you know? Like you got Moon, Ad Astra, High Life. Space madness is like a very specific thing.
Is it like real? Or is it like a movie-based syndrome? Space madness.
I mean, I think it's a movie. It's definitely like a movie genre because space is just like very cinematic or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's probably not any different than being like a sailor in like the age of exploration.
Like, the isolation.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're just starving to death.
Drinking
with no one
whiskey.
to talk to.
Yeah.
But if you're in space, you do get a little bit taller.
Do you get taller?
Yeah, because your
the lack
spine,
of gravity.
your spine stretches out a little bit, but then
really?
you shrink back after like a couple years back on Earth.
Oh no! I knew it was bad for your bones. That's horrifying.
Yeah, don't you have to work out a bunch in space though?
Yeah,
probably.
you have to do a bunch of exercises, but the stuff about bone density is the shit that you just like can't correct for. There's people trapped up there now who like are supposed to come back because their bones are no good.
Yeah, because they signed a deal.
I love watching clips of astronauts who have been back on Earth for like a week, and so they'll just like let go of something in the air, thinking it's just gonna stay.
Really?
Oh,
really?
Yeah. So they get used to like if I'm holding like a pencil, they just let it go where it's at because it's just gonna float. So it'll be like a press conference with an astronaut, and they just have a drink, and they just like let it go, and it just falls.
That's really funny.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my god, that's just like those baby videos where they're like, they're looking at a magazine and they try to like swipe it like it's it's an iPad.
Yeah, that's depressing.
I mean, that's also.
That's
They're like, why aren't Why isn't this bitch moving?
That sucks so bad to like literally get multiple PhDs or whatever and become like a pilot and you like go to fucking space and everyone's watching you on YouTube being like, you're like a baby. You stupid asshole. You dropped a pen. That sucks so bad. Do another sketch. Hop into door to door, a job that has not existed in any of our lifetimes. But don't worry, we make it worth it. All right, so let's have Monica play Lars, and Zach plays Linda. All right. The door-to-door salesman, a profession from a bygone era full of post-war prosperity and lead paint, besides one man. On a warm summer morning or a terrifyingly hot winter afternoon, the incorrigible Lars Stolpen politely taps on the front door of a suburban home.
Yes,
Are you Lars, Mr. Oklahoma?
that's right.
Hello, Mr. Oklahoma. I'm Linda Kringle, and I'm with the Society for Wildlife Preservation. We want to create a legacy for these animals through a mixture of education and taxidermy.
We're not interested.
Okay, well, how about a vacuum cleaner?
You're selling vacuum cleaners now?
Yeah, just switch my inventory.
That was fast.
We try to meet the needs of our public. Do you want to? Do you struggle to keep dust separate from your life?
Is it one of those vacuums that does all the work itself and it's super lightweight?
Yes. No, it's not. It's actually pretty freaking heavy. The whole thing is a huge hassle, honestly.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Mrs. Kringle.
Please call me Linda.
I'm Lars.
I gotta say, Lars, you obviously know your stuff. Now, this isn't something I bring up to my everyday clients.
Linda holds up a diorama of crystals that shimmer in sight and sound, seeming to reflect God's divine light in all directions at once. Beholding this natural wonder, Lars is breathless.
What are those?
These are Norwegian sparklers, recently discovered in the Arctic Trench. $500 a month with financing.
Seems like a pretty big commitment.
That's the best part. It's something to live for.
We'll have to think on that. Do you have a card?
Linda hands him a card and, without missing a beat, goes back into the hard sell.
Okay, Larsy. You're holding out for the big guns. How long you been bowling?
I mean, I did as a kid.
What if I told you I had a set of 9 bowling balls ready to be custom engraved right here?
Right here?
They're in my car.
Lars looks past Linda, glancing up and down his empty suburban street.
Where's that?
Don't worry about it.
Who's engraving it?
I can do it. Here's my card.
I already have your card.
This is my freelance engraving card.
Who needs 9 bowling balls?
Linda, who is prone to sudden outbursts, suddenly lashes out at Lars.
Somebody with 8 friends.
Linda takes some deep breaths and regains her cool.
Okay, Lars, I see where you're coming from. Because you've got your eye on offshore casino investments,
Nope.
bionic skincare items,
Closer.
third-party board game development,
Colder.
Mormon acupuncture,
Gave it up last week.
Nuke Greenwich watercolors,
I'll take a card for that, but no.
low orbit turbitism,
Dumber.
ketamine candles.
Lars breaks into a big grin and throws an arm around Linda's shoulders. She just made a potentially huge sale.
Now that's my kind of tune. Get in here, Kringle. Let's talk turkey. Honey, we've got company.
And fiend scene. I think ketamine candles would do pretty well, right?
Definitely.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember several door-to-door salesmen coming to places that I lived at.
Really?
Yeah, and it was always vacuums.
Really?
Oh.
Really?
Always. Like, specifically, do you remember the rainbow vacuums? No, they had, they were, it was like they tried to make, I don't know. It was, circular and had a bunch of water in it, and, that was just, such a door-to-door salesman thing for a while.
Was it in Kentucky or other places, too?
Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just curious. That's actual door-to-door. Are they selling, encyclopedias and stuff, too?
I only ever experienced vacuum salesmen.
That's crazy.
I mean, obviously, Cutco salesmen are door to door.
Oh,
The
Cutco.
knives.
Are they still doing that?
I think, yeah. I mean, how else are you going to cut your pennies?
I just feel
We ended up buying one of the vacuums, and it was terrible.
Oh, really?
No, you guys.
Because you have to put tons of water in it. It has these super weird filters and doesn't even work that well.
It's just so weird to end up being a door-to-door salesman in 2025. You're just like, well, I am a serial killer.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's been replaced by the MLM.
Exactly. It's all
yes.
at home.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's
Now
on
you can
Facebook
do. Yeah,
and-
yeah. That's true.
I
Yeah.
love
It's
an
just switched to
MLM,
something
like,
else.
Document. I love it.
Oh,
Did you
you're
guys
into
watch?
those?
Do you watch the LuLaRoe one?
No.
Mm-mm.
They talk about like those leggings that all your like high school girls from Facebook still sell, and how bad they were, and like how incompetent the company was, and like literally it was like this woman created it and she just hired her whole family. They did all their books in like Google Docs and like
Wow.
erased a bunch of shit by accident.
Were they Mormon?
No, they were just idiots.
Oh, that's so weird. It's weird to me when non-Mormons are in pyramid schemes.
yeah.
See, when it comes to women and schemes and scams, I'm more into people faking cancer.
Caitlin really loves
That's-
a white woman
Oh.
pretending to have cancer.
That's
It's
my-
like Caitlin shit.
Anatomy
What
of a
can you-
Lie.
Watched it,
Wait.
loved it. Scamanda.
Oh, I haven't watched Scamanda yet.
Oh,
but
that
I
one's
wa-
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Wait,
gotta
what
watch-
can you get from it? Just like as a white woman
Well, you do a.
who could get cancer someday.
You do, the main thing is that you do a GoFundMe.
Okay.
But the Anatomy of a Lie woman, I think she got some funds, but mostly she just like really held out in her career because of it. So she got hired on Grey's Anatomy, and after her first season on it, they were like, "She's terrible. We're gonna fire her," and she was like, "I have cancer,"
Smart.
and just kind of like roped them into not firing her, and she just managed to like keep getting cancer.
It's like faking a
And-
pregnancy.
I was
but
just
with
thinking
cancer.
that. I was
Yeah.
just thinking that. That's
And
exactly.
it's pretty crazy because all of the like worst storylines of Grey's Anatomy that everyone hates, she's responsible for too.
But she also like it kind of goes into the idea of like
Did she
people-
kill George?
She did not know.
Okay,
That
just
was
checking.
she didn't come until season 7, but
Oh, okay.
she's the one that gave Alex Karev his terrible ending.
Okay.
but the whole
No,
idea-
okay, that's fine.
Monica just made an enemy.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna kill this bitch. She's dying one way or another. I'll tell you that right
Monica
now.
is cancer.
Oh, yeah, I got enough Diet Coke in my veins. I need to spit on this bitch.
It really is like it's one of those things where like my longstanding philosophy on GoFundMes, besides for like the ones that I know are real and obviously are very serious, like the ones that seem scammy or just people I don't know, I'm like, you know what? If you tell a good enough story, now I'm just paying for fiction. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's a good
if
point.
you have like a really good like tale, it's like, yeah, I'll give you $20. Like, good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Like, we should reward creative writing more. You know?
Ooh.
Sorry, I cut you off with my
no, it's
enthusiasm.
it's a move. It's just like the fact that there was also this point where she was like, you know when people are like, oh, you have to write about what you know.
Mhm.
So anytime there was like a dramatic storyline, she's like, that happened to me. Like this thing happened to
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
And you watch the show and they talk to people in the writers' room and you can tell they all fucking hated her. And like that's fun to watch. Like you watch them like she gets her comeuppance in the end and they were like, yeah, I fucking hated that bitch.
Yeah.
So she walked
That's
in.
great.
They would like come up with like a storyline for one of the characters, and she's like, "I should take this one because like this actually happened to me." And they'd be like, "Oh, okay, I guess you have to take that one then." And she just like she just kept her job at Grey's Anatomy, just doing bullshit like that.
Oh my god.
I like documentaries about
I could
people
never do
who
that.
fake being a firefighter so they can become a writer on Chicago Fire. Very specific kind of guy. He's photoshopping himself into all kinds of firefighting certificates and like.
yeah, I'm in all the calendars, but I really want to write on Chicago Fire.
You wear the uniform to the writers' room.
Yeah.
You got the helmet on. You're like, this is real.
You have a walkie-talkie go off and you're like, sorry guys, I gotta go right now.
I missed a boat on Rescue Me. I'm not doing it again.
Let's do the last sketch. Oh boy. I mean, wow, what a good one. No, this one's crazy. It's good. You're gonna love it. Okay, let's have Monica play farmer, Zach, you be farmhand, and then John, you be butler 1, and Kaylin, you're butler 2. Typical farm thing. There are 2 jobs: farmers and the people who wish they were farmers, which is a job, I guess. In this scene, we have a farmer and his farmhand, who is a cowardly subordinate.
How's the corn looking, pard?
Pretty good. It's 8 feet tall.
8 feet tall?
Yep, gonna be a great harvest.
We can't sell those. They're freaks. We need to get some slash and burn agriculture and get the flamethrower.
Did you call
Sorry.
me a flamer?
Gaylord.
Not like on a recording. We can't sell those. They're freaks. We need to get some slash and burn agriculture. Get the flamethrower.
No, I will not. I worked all summer on these corn stalks, And higher plants equal more corn, which equals more money.
Get out of here with your fancy farming keynote address. You wouldn't last a day in the real world of farming 101.
Keep your mouth shut. I dropped out in the 7th grade.
Yeah, because 6th grade is when they teach you fancified farming.
That's not true. 6th grade was social studies and whatever comes after pre-algebra.
Then why are my pineapples growing in the goddamn ground? That's where potatoes are supposed to grow.
There's no such thing as a pineapple tree.
A potato falls from above and hits farmhand in the head.
This is why our revenues are down.
Okay, the potato trees were a bad idea. But the real reason we don't have any revenue is because you wanted a dust section.
People love dust. You go to any house in America, they got dust.
Then instead of cleaning up the dust yourself, you hired butlers.
Those fancy lads went to 4 years of Butler College, so show some respect.
Our farm doesn't need the white glove treatment.
Quit being so high and mighty with your 6th grade MBA. These butlers deserve their jobs. They have college loans. What would you do?
I wouldn't hire dust butlers.
Shows what you know. Because of those dust butlers, we've got huge kickbacks from the government.
Then why don't we have any revenue?
Your addiction to pineapple trees and legal gambling.
Butler 1 and Butler 2 approach. Both are holding those big silver dome platter things. They're also holding snooty expressions on their mustachioed faces.
Dear sirs, would either of your fine agrarians care for a small mint stored on top of a slightly larger mint?
Butler 1 lifts his silver dome to reveal 2 mints on top of an embroidered napkin, as promised.
I'm fine, no thank you.
Perhaps a gift card to PacSun or affiliated outlets.
Butler 2 lifts his dome to reveal a rainbow of retail gift cards.
What the fuck is this guy offering me gift cards for?
Sir, the purpose is to help you save even more on great deals every day.
Yeah, Copo.
That's a new slur. Whoa, Copo.
Go poking him in the ass.
Yeah, Cowpoke. You slow? Y'all heard the man tell you about the deals.
I'm not going to the frickin' mall. There's no parking.
You can also apply your gift card while online shopping.
No dice. I'm taking the mint.
Farmhand grabs the mint and starts chewing.
Shit. This is a good mint.
Seen what I told you?
The mint was an excellent choice, sir.
And such excellent chewing.
Did you chew in college, sir?
I mean, I never went to college.
Did you ever think about going?
Not seriously.
That's very surprising. You're quite intelligent.
In collegiate.
Thank you. I have always thought I'd like college secretly because of my masculine nature.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Yeah, this is all a troll. This is one big homophobic troll.
It was a no drive like fact sketch.
Dust begins to surround them, but Farmhand doesn't notice.
Sir, if you don't mind us saying,
Any institution of higher education should be thrilled to open its doors to someone like you.
Well, that's a mighty fine thing you be saying.
with your penchant for tall corn and perhaps a tasteful Eddie Bauer button-up.
Perhaps something from fall clearance?
Farmhand snaps out of his trance, shoving the butler/sorcerers away.
Wait a minute. This ain't about the freaking gift cards, ain't it?
Sir.
We assure you.
Nah, get out of my face. You guys are way too fucking spooky.
The ethereal butlers disappear back into their cloud of dust, leaving Farmhand and Farmer, who's been standing there the whole time.
Hey, now, treat our staff with respect.
I did enjoy the mint.
Make sure you let them know. Those freaky gift card obsessed ghosts work hard.
Why the fuck do you pay them?
I don't. They got me addicted. Now I'm in their debt.
To what?
The gift cards, Kevin. Don't you understand? Lids, the Gap, the weird engraving store.
Wait, are all these stores at the mall you love?
Yes. The Dustbusters found me there.
Who are you going to call? Farmhand embraces his soon-to-be former mentor. After a brief and manly hug, Farmhand steps back.
Clyde, I've worked with you for 5 years, and I used to respect you, but I'm out of here, and I'm starting my own farm.
You don't have what it takes to run this kind of operation day in and day out. The lettuce, the corn, all the goddamn seeds. You have no idea. And wait until a bunch of highly articulate butler demons show up.
I knew it. You're brainwashed.
Did you even fucking look at the gift cards they got? You know they got $100 bangers, redeemable at any sunglass hut. You hear me? Any location.
Can I combine it with my other discounts and deals, clearance or otherwise?
No way.
I'll see you on the farm version of the basketball court.
And scene, fiend, very normal, very chill, very cool.
It's weird that the one about the porta potty was like more grounded in reality.
You guys have never. Yeah, I don't really understand this one. It's a real like Kermit at the typewriter, like, yeah, gift cards, yeah. This is what people relate to.
Oh yes, they're ghouls.
Are they ghosts? Are they butlers? We don't know.
Yeah, they're the whatever. They've assumed a form. This was the big Hollywood table read. We did it, guys. Thank you, Monica and Zach, so much for doing it, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Thanks so much for having us. It was so much fun.
Such a good time always. Monica, you have anything to promote, anything to plug, live shows, online? This will be out in like 3 weeks, I want to say.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Just Hideout Comedy every Friday in Boston, and apparently I have a podcast coming out with which is way worse than this, but so we'll see.
Please listen and compare and go to Hideout Comedy. It's the best. And Zach, do you have anything to promote?
Yeah, I do homoerotic comedy at Club Cafe every third Thursday, except when it's not the third Thursday. It's a Thursday usually.
Yeah.
At Club Cafe.
Homoerotic in Boston. Check it out. Guys, thanks so much for doing it. John, Caitlin, we did it again. You did a good job. All right, thanks so much. Please listen again. Goodbye.
Coming back. He won't be coming back. He drove too drunk and now he's sunk. He got a DUI. He killed a cop. He didn't stop. And now he's gonna fry.
Knife fragments embedded in the back of his skull. Additionally, the big man was shot, hanged,